Hey there folks, back at you with another video. Today we're working on this John Deere 4430. I'm going to do some valve adjustment on this thing, which I think it needs it pretty bad. That feels like there's a little too much slop there. This one here ain't too bad, but any which way. So yeah, here we go. Please like and subscribe. It helps the channel out a lot and don't cost nothing. Let's get past the intro. Let's get into this. Well, first things first, I lifted the hood up a little bit. Don't have to take it completely off, but you do that by popping that around, flip this lever around, and then this stud has some screws, or this stud has some bolts on it where it's locked in right here. And the side panel you can pop right out. You got to take the battery covers off on both sides, and then you can get to that. So battery cover, take the battery cover off, take the side panel off, then you can get to these this stud here, and then I use a piece of wood right here and another block of wood up there. Let me shine a little bit of light on that right there to lift it up. Done the same thing here in the front. Once you get that done, that ether can needs to be moved out of the way. That's held in place right here with this bracket right here with two bolts, and just flip it on up, and then make sure you blow everything down. Then you got some 7/16 bolts all the way around, and then take those out, and I just hold the valve cover up out of the way with a bungee cord right there so we can actually work on it. Next thing you got to do is this breather right here that goes into the valve cover on the top. You take this, there's a an elbow right here. You take that off, and then I just twisted this out of the way because it sits like this, and I just twist it out of the way, and then right there, well, there it just went. Ha! All right, we'll fix that. And then right there, there's a little cap. So you got a big cap right here, and there's a little cap that looks like this. You can pop that out, and I got like a little punch in here. And you take this cap off right here. Right here it is. That took let me see here, 3/8 Allen. Let me put this back. And then if you look in that hole, I hope I can show you. If anything else, I'll put up a picture. There's a little lip right there with a line on it, and then if you keep turning it around, then that line's supposed to line up. And then when you get really close, well, it's supposed to somewhat line up, but when you get really close, there's a hole in the flywheel here, and then this punch will fit right in there to hold it all in place. Then you're in at the right time. So, and with John Deere, this is their first right here is their first cylinder. So exhaust, intake, exhaust, exhaust, intake, exhaust, intake, exhaust. If you ever wonder how it works, or because this, on the end of the day, every diesel is about the same way. Like right here, you can tell. So you got an exhaust, and then this intake covers 2, exhaust covers 2, intake covers 2. See that? Otherwise, it would have been just nothing else but skinny ones like that. And the the intake here has only 3 ports. So, and then the exhaust has 4. So that basically tell you it's intake, exhaust, no, sorry, exhaust, intake, intake, exhaust, exhaust, intake. So if you ever wonder about that, so for exhaust, we need, I don't know if it shows, 0.28, 0.028, and for intake we need 0.018. I'll mark it right here on the bottom. I'll also put a card in. I also will put a card in here with how the valves are sitting, so that gives you a little better idea. And then I took this guard off right here, so then I can get in there with my Knipex pliers, get a hold of that shaft right there that bolts to the harmonic balancer and goes to the hydraulic pump. I just grabbed that to turn the engine over. It makes life a lot easier. So, and then up here we're going to need 9/16 and a screwdriver. So I got a stubby screwdriver and a 9/16 wrench. So here we go. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, so if you look at the cart that I just showed, we're going to do intake or exhaust and intake first, and then the next one will be intake. So give me 1 second here. So we have exhaust and intake on TDC cylinder number 1. So exhaust, intake, intake, then we'll have exhaust, then we'll have intake, and then we'll have exhaust again. And then we got to rotate the engine 180 degrees, and then so we're on TDC cylinder number 6, and then we'll go from there, and then we'll have them all done. So, but anyway, so yeah, like I said, I'll put a card in there so you can see on TDC cylinder number 1 which valves to adjust first, and then on TDC cylinder number 6 which valves to adjust next. So I got it on TDC cylinder number 1 right now, so I'm gonna get that done here real quick. I'll give my camera to my oldest boy here, and he can show you real quick, or I can show you real quick on what's what. So here we go. So I got this one done, that's exhaust. I got this one done, that's intake. Now we're going to go to this one right here, that's intake as well. Let's set the screwdriver on there. Break the jam knot loose. Oh, it's pretty tight. We'll grab a feeler gauge, 0.018. Slide that up in there. I'll tighten it back up. See, now my feeler gauge is stuck. Right now it's stuck again. Right there, we're just starting to grab. Right there, that's where I want it. I'll grab my wrench. Tighten the jam knot up. Hold it in place with the screwdriver. There we go. And then I'm going to finish this up on, so I'm going to finish the valves up on TDC cylinder number 1, and then I'll bring it right back when we're getting ready to change over. So here we go. Alright, I got them all done. I did mark them just to keep track of things, you know, that way, you know, I don't know, that personal preference. Some people say don't matter, some people do. It don't matter. I just do it for myself. All right, now we're going to pull this little pin out. I'm going to grab our Knipex pliers. I'm going to grab this thing right there, I'm going to rotate it and line that up over there. So when I get that done, we'll bring it right back. All right, we're getting really close now. So you can tell because the valves you still need to do are not marked and they're all starting to sit flat. You see that? Well, you know, this one is all the way up and the other one is all the way down. And then like these starting to sit flat. Now Carson, put that pin in there. Maintain tension on that, okay? Yeah. And then I'm gonna grab my pliers right there.
Oh.
Is it in?
Go back a little.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yeah. The action go a little forward.
Okay, so if you notice it dropped right in there, and that's how you know you're on TDC for cylinder number 6. I'm gonna check your valves here real quick. Yep, this one is loose. This one is loose. This one is loose. So we're right on now. Okay, now I'm gonna adjust these and then we'll be right back. All right, so now we got them all done. So now we can start putting everything back together. I had to pop this fuel line loose because that, you know, that port right here was hitting the valve cover. So, and don't forget to take your locking pin out, huh? FYI, so don't forget that. So yeah, now you can put everything back together. Make sure you keep it all nice and clean, and yeah, that's it. That's how I adjust the valves on a tractor or a diesel engine or whichever. Same principle applies. You just need to know what the valve flash is going to be for the exhaust and intake. That's all. On the end of the day, all there's to it. So, but yeah, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel out a lot and don't cost nothing. We're going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.